another episode on Abrefi Talk Show of Ring Good, and we are at Paloma Hotel. In today's edition, we'll be talking about a lot, and we have a wonderful guest, the third female gospel artist on this show, and it's a privilege to have her here. We all know she's a very familiar person. She has so many songs, a gospel song which is out, you've listened to, you know her, I don't know her, most of us don't know her, so we'll get to know her more. We'll go for a quick commercial break, but before that, I would like to say a very big thank you to Paloma Hotel for granting us this place for our event. And for continental dishes and local dishes, you can contact Paloma Hotel for it. We'll go for a quick commercial break. Welcome back from the commercial break, and it's a Abrefi Talk Show of Ringwood. I am Abrefi, your host, and I have in the house the third female and the third gospel artist here on this show. She's by Miss Jayana. Can I call you Miss?
Of course.
Okay, Miss Jayana. You're welcome. I'm
Thank
very
you.
privileged to have you here.
Oh, my pleasure. My
Because
pleasure.
getting you on this show is a whole lot.
Really?
I really appreciate it. So, somebody will ask, who is Gianna? And is Gianna even your real name, or is it the name you were given by your mom?
Okay. Thank you very much for your question. I'd like to say hello to my fans, to your viewers, and anybody out there who is watching me at the moment. Yes, my name is Jayana. Is actually my name, but my initials. My real name is Jemima Ano Yeboah. So I just used the initials to form Jayana, because I realized that sometimes when we go for events, people have stage names and they have their own original name. So I just decided to just use my initials for that. Yeah. So talk of who Jayana is. Jayana is a worshiper. Jayana is an entrepreneur. Jayana is the CEO of Gianna Beauty Salon and Academy, which is located at Domipila 2. And what we do is we are into cosmetology. I'm a cosmetologist. I teach makeup. I have a spa as well. And when it comes to music, anything that has to do with music, you find me there. Anything that has to do with gospel music, not just music in general, but gospel.
I wanted to ask you, do you do the secular one
also? Gospel music, you find me there. I'm also a former, should I say, contestant of Stars of the Future, season 1. That's the first season, which had the likes of Irene Logan, now Efia. She was Jenna Window, now she's Efia. I had the likes of Ramsey and a few of them. I thank God that I was part of the finalist of the first season, which was organized by Charterhouse.
Okay.
So that's who Jayana is.
How did it start? How did the music career start?
Music has been my passion. Music has been my life. If I can remember, I always loved singing. It started way back in church during Sunday school. When we were kids, I realized that I had a gift in singing. And anytime I'm being given the microphone to sing, people, applaud. There are certain things that were happening when I sang, and my parents were also encouraging. They encouraged me a lot, to sing. So I did it for a while. I backed a few gospel artists way back. I did backing for Grace Ashi and a few of them before I entered into that competition, the Stars of the Future competition. So I've been singing for a while.
So when you were back in Grace Ashi, what age was that?
Oh, that was in my teen. That was around, I was, I think, either 18, 19, thereabouts, yeah.
So your educational background, which school did you attend?
Okay. So I started my primary at Laboni SDA.
Okay.
Laboni SDA secondary, Laboni SDA primary, and then I went for my secondary school at Accra High at Ridge, around Ridge, Waik area, and then I feathered to a hotel, American Hotel and Lodging Association. It's a school in Canada, but they are affiliated to a school in Ghana called Career Development Institute. I studied hotel management.
So why gospel, not any other? The secular, why not the secular one and you chose gospel?
Okay. I get that question a lot.
Yeah.
My father is a pastor. He is the former chairman of Christ Apostolic International, which is located at Osu, the headquarters. So he also former. But people think that I do gospel because my father is a pastor. No, that's not the case. I mean, I love to, proclaim Christ. I love to show the world that there is a God somewhere. Aside me being a pastor's daughter, I mean, I have been given a very unique gift that I feel the world should know. And with that, I think I need to, tell the world about who gave me that gift. I need to proclaim, I need to show the world that God is merciful, God is loving. That is what Christianity is about. Our God is a loving God. So for me to tell the world, or for me to preach Christ, or for me to send out that message, I feel through gospel I will be able to do that so easily.
So that's why you chose to do gospel.
Yes, that's why I decided.
And you don't mean to divert at any point in.
Oh no, I don't. I mean, secular, yeah, they do sing love songs. Other people sing motivational songs and all that. But what the difference between the secular and then the gospel is about the message of Christ, of Jesus Christ. That's the difference. But aside that, we all do motivational songs. We sing about love, the love for God, the love for God for His children, and all that. Yeah.
Since you started, it has been years and here you are. I guess there are challenges and you were able to overcome them. What are some of the challenges you faced when you were starting out?
Okay, so let me be honest, so that I'm sure this program is a program to exalt and encourage the upcoming ones. It's not been easy. It's not been an easy journey out there, honestly. I remember when I started, I went to scout for interviews, and people would you just call somebody that, oh, me pacho, my releasing. I want to use the local dialect so that they will understand. Me releasing. I have released the song. Can I have an interview? Can I get an interview from this station or that station? The person will go like, call me in 1 hour. 1 hour. Who? 1 hour say. They just said don't call at all. Somebody too, you call, the person will go like, I'll call you back. I want to talk to my people, I'll call you back, and the call never comes. And it's heartbreaking because you know the kind of gifts that you have. You know, say you have something unique, a quality song that you want to put out there, but the doors just keep shutting in your face, and it's heartbreaking. If you don't have somebody to encourage you, my sister, you will be broken. One way out there, you make voice, name, everything. You just put everything aside. And aside that, I've also realized that most of the musicians in Ghana, it's like everybody is doing or everybody's in the industry for themselves. Everybody is doing what their strength will allow them to do. We lack production houses. We are lacking a lot of things. So everybody is just investing the little money that they have, and when the money is finished, not penny baby, no it's not. And I don't think that it's something that is helping the industry. So if our leaders can, the industrial leaders can also do something about it, I think that will help.
Is it why we don't hear of some gospel artists? tete no na yete ebi monka. Is it because of that internet you say yente monka?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's the way we also, the way we look at the industry as a whole. Sometimes they say that as the gospel musicians, we don't really give so much, or we don't put in a lot of energy into the gospel thing like now is a bit okay. It's different. I mean, we are work in progress. We are still working on it. But I mean, when you compare our songs to some of our sister countries, like maybe like the Nigerians, their gospel songs and our gospel songs, you could see that there is some improvement. They really mean what they're doing. Their body, their minds, and soul, everything is involved. But then I say, oh yeah, that kind of a thing. We don't really put in, even before when you see our videos, somebody will just watch a gospel video and go like, what is all this? But I mean, I thank God so much that now, because the world has become a global village, things are changing. When you watch our videos now, you can watch it over and over and over again.
What inspires you to do your song? What inspires you?
My greatest inspiration, honestly, is the Word of God and what God has done for me in my life. These things inspire me a lot. Anytime I read the Word, anytime I am in prayer, I get inspiration from that, and it pushes me to do more.
When was your first collaboration, and who was it with?
My first collaboration was with Joyce Blessing. That's the song we did together, and it's titled Victory. That's my first and my breakthrough song.
How was it like when you had the chance to talk to her, and you said not doors and you will call somebody and the person will say, call me 1 hour.
Yes.
So it looks like nobody was paying attention to you. But later now somebody paid attention to you. How did you feel?
I feel very privileged because honestly, it's not easy in Ghana here. We all know how difficult it is. This industry, it's not easy at all. I felt so privileged and blessed that finally God has answered my prayer. For you to, have a collaboration with a prestigious, artist like that, an icon like that. I mean, it doesn't come easy. It's just, I always say it's favor. God's favor just came upon me at that particular moment, and it worked for me.
So how do you manage? Do you do anything alongside your music career?
Yes, please, I do.
What do you do alongside? You said you were a cosmetologist.
Yes. I have a spa, which is located at Domi Pillar 2, and aside that, I am also I have an NGO called Gianna Help the Needy Foundation. And what I do is I pick up some of the street children, and then I take them through orientation. So those who are interested to learn a skill, I bring them to my place, and then I train them for free. And I started this initiative. That was in 2011. That was when I started it, and God being so good, I've been able to train over 200 plus students in the beauty industry till now.
And when you look at that, do you feel happy? Is it helping? Is it improving?
Oh, I feel so fulfilled. We have a WhatsApp page, so I communicate with them afterwards. And for somebody to pick up the phone every morning to say thank you, Jayana, because of you, now I can feed myself and feed my family. I think it's the greatest blessing. It's the greatest blessing.
You took a break for some time before you came back again into the industry. Why?
I took a break because, like I said, it wasn't easy. Financing my music career was not easy. So I wanted to go back to school, establish myself, and then come back. So that at least with the money now that I'm getting from my business and other stuff that I do, I can be able to push my music career.
So if an upcoming is looking up to you now and the person is not working or is not having any source of income, but also what do you say to the person now?
Honestly, I would just advise you to find something to do. You have to find something. You need to work. The music industry or the music career is a journey. And it's a process. It takes a long time. But somebody might have luck, somebody might not. And so depending on the kind of favor that you get, somebody might drop a song and like a hit man, you understand? Somebody might take like a year, somebody might take like 2 years and all that. But at least if you have something else doing, you can sustain yourself whilst you go through the process.
When you compare, I guess you've experienced outside Ghana's their music industry.
Yeah.
You've experienced it. When you compare them to ours, what are we lacking?
I think we are lacking investors. We are lacking investors, people who would invest money into our industry. We are lacking money. Everything at the end of the day boils down to money. We are lacking money. If we have like 4 or 5 investors now and they come and they are like, we want to do business with you, we want to pick this artist, that artist, we are sponsoring everything. It will boost the industry up.
Yeah. Well, what can we do to attract these investors? What are we not doing right? Are we lacking something somewhere that we are not able to do to attract them more?
Like I said, right now the industry is booming. The music industry is booming thanks to the world becoming a global village. Now we have something we call the digital platforms, whereby you can go and then upload your songs there. And it helps because other countries can also feed into or can stream and listen to your songs. So if maybe an investor somebody is in Kenya or South Africa or even in Europe, the person can get easy access to stream your songs. And if you're good or your management is also good, sometimes your managers can also go and then find these people through emails and all that. And some people are doing it and it's working for them. But like I said, it's a process.
You've been a judge before. How did you see the talent of your contestants? Was it encouraging? Because they are upcoming, they were singing and performing, and they were looking up to some people and they want to be musicians.
Yeah.
How did you see it?
Some of them were good. Some too were open to criticisms. Some of them too their doors were closed. They think they already know. So even when you advise them, they are like, they don't want to listen and all that. But we have good gifts in Ghana. We have good musicians in Ghana. But at the end of the day, like I said, it all boils down to money. If you have to go and even project, if you want to project yourself, if you want to go to the studio, if you want to promote your song, it's not an easy thing. Your outfit, everything, it's not a joke. We have good musicians in Ghana, but I can't.
So you indirectly, will you say music is expensive?
Yeah, music is expensive. Yes, music is very expensive because if let's say you're going to the studio to record just a single, when you're like 2K, depending on what you want to record, either you're doing digital or you're doing live recording, it's very expensive. So imagine too, if you're recording an album, you're doing everything live, and one song costs you like 2K, and you're doing like recording an album, and you're doing like 12 songs.
We'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue. From the commercial break, and this is Abrefi Talk Show, and we have in the house Miss Jayana. You said music is expensive.
Yes,
So
it's expensive.
it's really expensive. There, one song back on 2K, not very recorded 12
And one will come. And one.
Would you be better than now the Beaton? Would you be So our musicians, our gospel musicians, are they doing music for business or for the talent?
Abrefi, honestly speaking, I think at this time, it's not just about the talents. Like I mentioned to you, 2K. An investor is also ready to invest in whatever craft that you have. Nipa na you're ready to pump money into you. The person that is coming is a business person. And now with spirituality now about all dream. So Gianna stage so no, he's coming because he has seen something in you. So he wants to exchange that for money. That's my say. So right now, no, honestly and frankly, it has become ministry and business. Because for you to even put yourself out there on TV, when you go, they won't say that maybe you are spiritual, so bring your song, let's play it for you. They'll talk business. You know, what's in our office, let's sign in cracks. So that's the business aspect. So when you are a gospel musician, it's sometimes it is advisable that you would have like a team. Somebody who would control your administrational, the administrational department. They will handle that for you. When maybe a company wants to use you, or maybe they want you to become a brand ambassador for something. That is the administrative part, not spirituality. That is business. Am I lying?
Yeah.
Yes. If a church is organizing an event at to go the hospital, that far place, Obuasi Echi Honomo baby, and they want you to come there. Definitely, they need to sort you out. You understand? So that is where the business aspect comes in. So if you have maybe a manager or somebody who is taking care of that, then you leave that side or that department to them for them to handle. Then you can concentrate on your songs, writing of songs, the spiritual aspect. But because they do not handle spirituality, it is you and your God. You understand? So the business aspect, at this moment, it is attached to the gift.
When you were growing up, were you looking up to some gospel artists?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Who were you looking at?
I love and still love Daughters of Glorious Jesus. I used to listen to their songs a lot, and it inspired me a lot. I also love Elder Meku. The way he worships. He's one person that I've realized his uniqueness since the very day I heard this man's songs, and even the way he ministers till now. Nothing has changed. He has moved from grace to grace, and I always pray that God will grant me or pour that unique grace in me, because it's not easy. In our times right now, he's still reigning. He still go for shows. He's called for shows, and anytime he mounts the stage, you can still feel the presence. And I pray for that grace.
Amen. Bro. What has changed? Those times, and our time today of gospel artists. What has changed?
I think that every generation has their own unique way of doing things. Like the way our mothers used to see things, or even when it comes to relationship, the way our mothers used to see relationship, that's not how our generation we see relationship now. There are certain things that were very private to them, but our generation you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, and everything is like there. You understand? So a lot has changed in terms of even the way we write songs, our lyric lines. It has changed. Our rhythms, the beats, it has changed. First, we say gospel, it was more just about worship. But now Afrobeat, even we have gospel Afrobeats.
Exactly.
We have urban songs, urban gospel songs. So every generation has their own unique way of doing things. And with gospel, the message is still the same, just that the rhythm, might change depending on what the occasion is. But the message is still Christ. The message is still the same. And yes,
one thing I've also noticed is gospel, your aspect is it's very rare to see different faces. Unlike the secular people.
Okay.
Secular, no, every time I will see new faces. But the gospel artists, we always see one face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so like how?
If we don't see Joy's blessing, like we have Yautak.
Coming up now, he's pushing.
See
Yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the gospel artists.
Okay.
Like, you get me?
Yeah, I get
Why?
you.
Is it because you're supposed to be holy?
Oh, I don't think so. It has anything to do with that. I feel like the secular people really like support themselves.
Okay.
They really support themselves. Like when
Tag
started, you could hear all this American thing. Everybody was making noise. Even the top artists, I realized that they started posting their tag everywhere. They were posting his song and all that. But like you said, we do that in the gospel fraternity. But when it comes to us being almost on the same level as them, that's like you're saying, I have not seen it. Sometimes, even for me, like I post stuff. I know there are a lot of people who have heard my song. I know there are a lot of people who know Jayana.
Yeah.
But it is difficult for somebody to even pick up your post and say I want to repost. That is very difficult in our industry. I have seen it.
Okay.
I have witnessed it myself. I'm not talking for somebody. I'm talking for myself.
Yourself.
And I realize that you have also seen that. So it's something that it's there. And what the cause is, honestly, I don't know. I'm yet to find out.
Because it's strange. You don't see it, and is it all about that in the gospel field?
No, it's not menkwa. Like I said, I don't know what the issue is, but it is something that I have seen myself.
What is your worst experience ever since you started your career, or
my worst experience ever?
You've not experienced anything that is worst?
Worst.
Then it's been good for you.
Oh, by God's grace, it's been good. Oh, by God's grace, I've not really experienced any worst. No.
You've no any, not ever.
No. I think there was one experience. A church invited me for an event. So the pastor spoke to my manager and everything, and we decided that we'll come there, and whatever blessing that they had to give us, we'll just come and take it. Since it was a church event, we didn't really, that time, nothing about started. We didn't have any issue, so we just come in. And honestly, we went there, we did we sang, we did everything. By the time we were done with the event, we called him, say, and then our father before called.
Hey,
that was, and the place was far.
Okay.
It was far. Imagine if we trusted him that much. We called him and called. Why your event now? So after the administration, me too. We are course come new. So today, and then over corner. So that was my worst experience, and honestly, it also taught me a very big lesson. Yes.
Have you ever felt like quitting?
Quitting? No. But I've been down, but not as an abdomen. There is that abdomen when you decide that okay, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I've not gotten to that point yet.
But you've been
But
down.
sometimes, you've been down.
So then I will sound so now.
I just worship my way through. I just pray, or maybe talk to my mom or somebody in the industry that I trust, Onim say, okay, this is how the thing is, this is how the industry is. So you just need to be prayerful. You just need to trust your instincts, trust God that He that has started a good thing with you definitely will take you to that expected end.
How many songs so far?
When after Stars of the Future, I released an album, but at the moment I have 6 single songs. Yes, at the moment, and I have recorded some which are yet to be released.
Okay. The album Bakupe.
Album is one thing.
Can you give us one of your songs?
Okay. I have Victorio, Victorio, victory over my enemies, yeah. Victory over sickness is so. Victory over poverty, oh. He has taken away my sorrows and my shame, oh. He has given me victory, 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 oh.
Where did you get the inspiration behind? Because nice.
I mean, that's it. That's it. Victory is a song that encourages us. I call it the prophetic song. Anytime I sing it, I get motivated over and over and over again because it reminds me that the God that I serve is a victorious God. So that I'm praying to God that by the end of this year, it's a come off. I also have my album launch coming up and other, charitable projects coming up. Yes.
So any shout out and maybe your last words to somebody watching you, an upcoming artist, him or her.
Okay. So I want to send a shout out to my management, my manager, Eddie Aqua, for his passion and his support for my career, my music career. To all my fans, to Team Jayana, wherever that they are watching me right now, I want to tell them that I love them so much. I thank them for their prayers, for their support. And if you're watching me, I want to encourage you and exalt you that no matter what you are doing, just keep pushing. The Bible says in His time, not your time, but in His time, He makes all things beautiful. And at the right time, God is going to do everything beautiful for you. Keep pushing yourself, and God will see you through. If you want to also stream for my songs, you can get it on all digital platforms: Boomplay, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all the platforms. You can find me there, and you can call me on 0541 159191. The number again is 0541 159191. The name is Gianna, and you can also find me on all social media handles. You can find me on Instagram at Gianna Music, on Twitter at Gianna Music GH, and on Facebook at Gianna Music /Gianna Ministries. And you can find my songs as well on YouTube at Gianna Music.
Thank you. I really said a lot. But I said, you better be now actually, it's not easy. It's not easy. You have to get something now. Push, and you're going to pull through. I'm Abrefi, your host, and it has been a wonderful time with you. See you same time next week. Bye.